No, the guy I kept rejecting finally moved on. This is how you know he wasn't serious in the first place. Why do people cheat? Don't let a boyfriend prevent you from finding your soulmate. So Ryan Gosling nominated for playing Ken, but Margot Robbie isn't nominated for playing Barbie in Barbie. I hate society, I hate men, I hate the Oscars, I hate men, I hate Hollywood, Do you think they've explored each other's bodies? No, definitely not. We would rather date someone who smashes animals than someone who eats them. I can't go to the mall because everyone thinks... Predator gets caught. To be honest, predator hunters are way worse than the actual people they go after. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. It's acting. Mark Wahlberg is Muhammad Ali. High school in 2002 looked so chill. If you washed your armpits, people would call you slurs, would they? What's harder than this? Having a period. If you see someone shoplifting, call the cops. Being poor is no excuse to steal. White nobody should be using the thumbs up emoji in 2022. Gen Zers say they feel attacked whenever they see a no, I agree. I 100% agree. It is passive aggressive. If this is mid, you guys lost the plot. This is her without makeup. Definitely mid. Bruh, 38,000 likes. Cheating on your girlfriend is bad, but I think cheating on your boyfriend is sometimes understandable, and dare I say, even good for society. In his latest video, Mr. Beast gave 20,000 kids in South Africa their first pair of shoes. Let me know when y'all catch up and realize how weird this guy is. Me, he's directly profiting from extreme poverty. Internet weirdos. Yeah, but them kids got shoes, right? I hate Twitter. I'm divorcing my wife over her OF account. I can't stand the shame.
No, it's screaming insecurity.
Not only about the OF, but the income. Everything is not for everybody. Not all men are strong enough within themselves to handle it. Haven't done that deed in ages. Sigh. Yes, bro, I'm happily married with an amazing wife. Even she understands if I helped you out. She would even be proud of me, even if I myself would feel awful. Lol, that's like hell for me, but I would do it. Lol. Men that wear glasses are dorks. I'd rather not see than wear them. Glasses equal nerd that reads too many books and was bullied as a kid. Simple reality. I know people are making jokes, but this is a serious situation. In Japanese culture, prime ministers, even former ones, are considered important figures, and assassinating them is a serious cultural taboo. Murder is really frowned in Japan. It goes against the traditional concept of, which means to live. Breaking. Amber Heard ranks as the most hated woman in the United States. They hated... Don't compare Jesus to Amber Heard, come on. Why do Brits speak English, an American language, rather than speaking some European language? Hold men accountable. This may be the only solution to the climate catastrophe. It's time for strike on the deed with meat-eating men. Ohio dad booked 6 flights just to join his flight attendant daughter during her Christmas shift. He messes up the planet for no reason, other than to stalk his daughter during the overrated holiday. Mary kiss my butt. The body language in that bottom family is totally weird. What, they're smiling? Yeah, that's totally weird. The Steam Deck is a better Switch than the Switch. Listen, y'all, if you can notice a difference between 30 and 60 FPS, you gotta go outside. I'm not even kidding. Everyone can tell the difference. Why is it so hard to find a decent partner in this day and age? 30 years and still not met my soulmate. And she proceeded to post a link to, you know what? It begins with O and has an F. Editing my pictures so I can get my money back on DoorDash. No, I don't have OF. I'm someone's future wife. A lot of men would have no problem marrying an OF girl. The men which aren't insecure. Think twice before ordering that chicken sandwich. T-Rexes wouldn't approve of you eating their descendants. If you wouldn't eat a T-Rex, don't eat a chicken. I'd definitely eat a T-Rex. Hell yeah. What happened to the whole body positivity discourse? Was that just a passing fad after all? Body positivity isn't for men. Girls. OMG, I'm so lonely. I haven't spoken to anyone for an hour. Average male day-to-day experience. So much of the male loneliness epidemic thing is based on the misogynistic opinion that women can't feel emotions as deeply as men. No, I think they're just saying men are typically more lonely than women. What character hate is forced? I genuinely do not understand the hate for Ray beyond women. Danger. Men are at work. Put women in charge and the danger would instantly be reduced. If you want your child to eat healthy, give them the choice of a bunch of different foods. After a while of living out their desires for unhealthy foods, they will eventually grow tired of them and choose the healthy food. Simple as that. Why men should give their wives a cheat pass this Christmas. Do you realize that doxing is a crime? Please show me the law. I'm not reading that. Taylor Swift ruined the Super Bowl. Taylor is the reason the Super Bowl is even relevant, by the way. Lindsay Lohan gives birth to a baby boy. What the hell? He's huge. Dinosaurs aren't real, and you can't prove they are. There isn't a single complete dinosaur skeleton in existence. They are all displayed for sure. It was just another toy/idea to sell to children. Sorry to ruin the fun. So the huge skulls that have been dug out of the ground regularly and have been dug up since the Roman times. What are they? Whale skulls. Next question. Why incest is good? No! Why does it have 300k views? And I'm one of them! But I didn't click, I swear. I swear. Of course it is. Not safe for work videos provides a valuable service to society. The military is the literal opposite. Mia Khalifa claims selling her body to the army is worse than doing not safe for work videos. Women only get less attractive as they get older if you're a predator. Twitch streamer Nadia claims she has been blacklisted from COD tournaments over posting bikini photos. The esports community will find any reason to exclude women because isn't it because she cheats or something? Oh, here it is. I forgot I downloaded this part. She's actually blacklisted for breaking TOS. What TOS did she break? Girl, the one about not using cheats and also she doxed a fellow player? Men, don't be emotionally attached to your children. A teacher doesn't attach to his students. A leader doesn't attach to his followers. A man who is emotionally attached to his children will be manipulated by his wife. Hashtag masculine Saturday.
What the Sigma? Men aren't allowed to feel emotions, guys.
A 10-year-old started a petition for Apple to change the
nerd
emoji because it's offensive for people wearing glasses. Hot take, I'm actually fine with GTA 6 costing $100. The concept of virginity was created by men who thought their peepees were so important it changes who a woman is. Not to be woke, but this meme always has made me feel uncomfortable. Is it funny because domestic abuse? Is it funny because Robin is stupid and gay and Batman is cool? What? What do you mean? Like, it just doesn't sit right with me. What turns men into monsters? Born that way. Male socialization. I used to think it was entirely down to socialization, but the more I saw male criminal behavior firsthand, the more I became convinced that nature plays a role as well. The XY genes are fundamentally defective. My gut is telling me Palworld was made nefariously. I just have no proof. Just dev intuition. It does feel like that, doesn't it? Making a game is just so difficult. They're cheating somehow. I just can't pinpoint how. What the hell are men doing this for? Sorry, you're not nurturers. You're not soft and comforting for a baby. Especially not him. You can't feed them. It's creepy. Passenger knocks out the bus driver because he missed his stop, causing the bus to crash into a pole. Him not stopping is technically kidnapping, correct? The guy didn't know where the driver was taking him, so he had to free himself. Bro, what? What is Twitter? Want to be able to stop my boyfriend like this when he is trying to fight. This is why I want to date a gangster. I want to be shouting, babe, look at me. Look at me. Don't shoot him. Life is not a movie. Is it time for a more subtle view on the ultimate taboo? Cannibalism. No, we're keeping it. We're keeping the same view that we've had for thousands of years. Woman shouts, I still love sharks, as she is being pulled from sea after being bitten by one. Heterosexuality. If God hadn't wanted it to be a zoo, he wouldn't have made the horses so damn attractive. Horses are hot because God wants... Yeah, I'm done. No. I don't think you can guess what my favorite ship dynamic is. Daughter. Her mom. If a man leaves you after you've cheated, he clearly wasn't a real man. Real men would work it through and help you become a better woman. They accept you with all your flaws. Do gaming addicts deserve prison? It's very possible. Video games are the reason for many social ills. Eventually will become the time of cruel awakening, where holy men wield hammers and bust into homes smashing gaming PCs and Nintendo consoles. Even GameCubes will be smashed. Gamers shouldn't be allowed to criticize game devs until they've made a game. Exercise may not be the key to living longer. It might even be aging you faster. Alright, this one's just insane. I put my toilet seat in the dishwasher. I never knew people did this. Old cartoons. I've chased a mouse with a chainsaw. Cartoons now. Violence is not the answer. Steven Universe is 100 times better than Tom and Jerry. Stay mad. Cheating on your partner is wrong is a false blanket statement that's completely being repeated by people with a holier-than-thou mentality. Yes, it's wrong in most cases, but there are times where it's okay and even necessary. Women are loving men who embrace baby girl vibe and ditch toxic masculinity. Y'all see how simple men are? This is entertaining as hell, but if this was a bunch of young women doing silly goofy stuff, suddenly it'd be a think piece on how women have inferior intellect, or how this generation of women has Peter Pan syndrome and society is collapsing because they refuse to grow up and marry and bear children. What? You're fighting demons. Why did we allow this? Ain't nobody missing that Jim Crow era aesthetic, except for baby boomers and Lana Del Rey stands. No, I miss it. Look, that McDonald's looks like a prison now. 33 weeks, but who's counting? I'd rather die a painful death than have any picture of my wife on the internet for the world to see. Never mind an intimate one of her pregnant, showing her bump. How can certain men live with this shame? Genuine question, because they're not insecure, I don't know. The thing about paternity leave is there isn't much for the dad to do when the baby is a newborn, especially if the mum is breastfeeding. His main role is to take care of mum as she recovers, but of course that doesn't apply to this person, so I'm not sure why he needs paternity leave at all. Tell me you're a completely useless father without telling me you're a completely useless father. Literally a lot of people, including myself, fell for Depp's lies first, but then educated themselves and supported Amber during the 2022 trial. Let's allow people to educate themselves and change instead of shaming. I supported Amber Heard even back when I thought that she beat him unprovoked. Music is so unbelievably overrated. It's like the lowest form of media to consume in your spare time. Movies, books, and shows clear so hard. What is Plankton supposed to be? Is he a flea? 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030. No matter how many times I see this statistic, it's still absolutely insane to me. This is a white pill. It won't be 45, but it will be significant. This is how women change the world for the better, by cutting off men's access to reproduction. What opinion about cheating will have you like this? Women who cheat are hated more than men who are, the R word. How to steal someone's boyfriend, a thread. Everyone knows that all the good men are in a relationship. The available men are available because there's something wrong with them. That leaves you, a single woman with a desire to start a family, with only one option: stealing someone else's boyfriend. Almost half of Gen Zers are germaphobes and hand wash 10 times or more a day. If your boyfriend doesn't have a DUI, that's your girlfriend, because he's responsible and doesn't put other people's lives in danger. Go eat a lasagna, Garfield. Man and woman were concepts that became a thing in the 1900s. Warner Bros. Say they are the only pure storytelling company in the movie industry. Gravity is a hoax. Objects lighter than air go up. Saying the most qualified person should get the job is a microaggression. Britain's top university insists the most qualified person should get the job has always been BS, because if that were true, then men wouldn't dominate so many industries. Music is the voice of Satan. Another year, Amber Heard is still on the naughty list. Another year, and Santa is still misogynistic. Name a food you flat out refuse to eat. Poison sandwich. Museum worker hangs up his own painting, hoping for a big break, gets fired instead. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Clogged the toilet at this girl's house, so I just stole it. I love being a woman, and I'm really glad I wasn't born with a peepee. I love being a man. And then they just decided to up the tempo, saying something absolutely insane. Why is no one asking the important questions? How does the plant know what a hummingbird looks like? Plant that protects itself from insects by shaping its leaves like hummingbirds. Setting up our Christmas tree, but it's made out of deer antlers. Had the audacity to say no animals were harmed, as if the antlers just fell out painlessly. From the girl next door to the monster under the bed. My face before I got all my filters. I mean, hey, it's preference, right? Let people do what they want to do. No word starts with O and ends with O. Orange. What word starts and ends with O? Octavo. I definitely didn't look it up. Using this is a thing supremacists do. We get it, sir. You think you're descended from the uber-white Vikings. This is a letter in the Norwegian alphabet, and the first letter in my name. Who do you root for while watching nature documentaries? Predators. Prey. Neither. That stuff is superficial. Okay, not reading that. Usually the prey, I'm not gonna lie. Or the, well, it depends on the situation. But I don't watch nature documentaries. I don't think I ever have watched one episode of something. It just makes me sad. I don't like seeing animals get hurt. A woman having an affair is not the same as a man having an affair. And I really don't care what people think. The motivations behind them are almost always different. You think I would ever call out a woman for cheating? Be for real. While American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shamed the Kenyan government and helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. I hate to say it, but men only marry women so they can have the lifetime deed, no questions asked, and that's all marriage is for most of them. Hearing no from a woman, especially Apparently their wife is a concept they have never known. Getting married is scary for women. Hate it so much. Our followers on Instagram voted Skylar White as the most hated TV show character.
This is 100% misogyny, by the way. If you've ever watched Breaking Bad, she's basically the most sympathetic character.
Like a lot of Pokemon, it crosses the uncanny valley of being a little too human. Eyes and limbs and features that look like a hairstyle. Then it's made to look like a dollop of whipped cream, which has for years been an attractive thing. That's not new. Then finally, yeah, something joke, which I'm not gonna say. Personally, I would give them whatever they ask for. It's not worth the hassle. It's just money. I can earn more. Besides, if I'm getting robbed, I'm going to assume that person probably needs it more than I do. Most crime like that comes from desperation. Poverty is cruel. I've been there too. There's a lot you might have to do just to stay afloat, even things you're ashamed of. Men aren't allowed to cry. Okay, do it anyway. You're not allowed to art either, yet here you— Bro, what? Why are you obeying this rule and not the other one? Tumblr, you're not usually like this. Damn, can you imagine being a human during the Paleolithic age, just eating salmon and berries and storytelling around campfires and stargazing? No jobs, no yeah, none of that, but also having to fight for your life every day. This is the coolest thing the MCU has done in years. I stand by everything I said during the Marvel's era about how y'all will hype white male characters for doing the bare minimum, but fail to give WOC their flowers for— What's that?
Breaking the law is bad.
The law should be honored. It's only okay to break it during emergencies.
The law embodies the values of the ruling class.
Laws make nothing inherently more/less ethical, so break them, said no one ever. People with siblings. What's your thoughts on incest? Gross. Disgusting. Why is this a question? What do you think? No. The answer's no. You know, I feel like this— I really want to go back to the time where I didn't even know this was a question. You realize if all furries died, society would collapse in 2 days. That's the most delusional statement I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff would go bad because a lot of furries are in like the tech sector, I'm pretty sure. High paid tech job. I don't know. I'm not a furry, but I do know. Furry outfits cost like $5 grand. That is ridiculous. He's defending his religion, Tubbs. You wouldn't get it. If your religion needs defending from a silly music video, it probably— No, you can still well, why am I even